So the question is, I will read the question. 5 years hence. 5 years hence means after 5 year. Understood? After 5 year. 5 year hence, the age of the Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? This is the question. So, this is not a tough question. Our question is the present ages. We have to find the present ages. So, I will explain. Jacob and his son. Jacob's age. Jacob's present age. We need present age, correct? Jacob's present age, let us assume that X. And Jacob's son's present age, okay? Son's age. We have to assume that Y. We need to find out X and Y. Clear? X and Y is our question. 5 years hence means after 5 years. After 5 years, what happens? Jacob's age will be X plus 5. This X is the current age, present age. After 5 years, the age of the Jacob will be X plus 5 and the son's age will be Y plus 5. I will write in sentence, otherwise you will have confusion. After 5 years, Jacob, I don't want to write a longer sentence. Jacob's age will be X plus 5 and I don't want to write a longer sentence. Son's age will be Y plus 5. The age will be increased by 5 after 5 years, right? Everyone's age will be increased, okay? Understood. So, after 5 years, Jacob's age will be X plus 5, son's age will be Y plus 5. The first sentence says that after 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. Age of Jacob is X plus 5. Age of Jacob will be X plus 5. It will be 3 times. 3 times age of son. So, Jacob age will be 3 times that of son's age. Let me simplify this. X plus 5 is equal to, we can open the bracket. 3 into y will be 3y. 3 into 5 will be 15. I just open the bracket. I want the variables in the left side. I need variables in the left side, the numbers in the other side. So in the next step we get x minus 3y. Right side will be 15 minus 5. Correct, 15 minus 5. 15 minus 5 is 10. Equation number 1. I got one equation. I need one more equation for solving x and y. I need one more equation. This step is clear. Then let me write the next condition. I will get one more equation. 5 years ago. 5 years ago, right? 5 years ago. Jacob's age will be what? Jacob's age will be x minus 5. What is the reason? Because present age is x. Understood. Present age is x. 5 years ago, his age will be x minus 5. The son's age will be y minus 5. Clear. Now, 5 years ago, Jacob's age is x minus 5. Son's age is y minus 5. It says that Jacob's age was 7 times. Jacob's age was 7 times son's age. It's a very simple equation, right? Jacob's age was 7 times son's age. So x minus 5 equal to, just open the bracket, 7y. minus 7 into 5, 35. I want the variables in the left side. Okay, it's taken to this side, minus 5 taken to the other side. The left side will be x minus 7y, and the right side will be this minus 5 go to the other side. Minus 5 go to the other side becomes plus 5. Is it correct? X minus 7y is equal to minus 30. Two equations I got. I got two equations. From equation 1 and 2, I have to find the values of x and y. The next I want to use substitution method, because I told you that there is a title in the beginning. Use substitution method. If the method is mentioned in the problem, you must use the substitution method. So how to use the substitution method? You have to consider one of the equation. One of the equation you have to consider. Let it be 1. Let it be 1. The equation to be converted to x equal to something form or y equal to something form. That minus 3y go to the other side. Let me take that minus 3y to the other side. What happens to equation 1? The equation 1 becomes that minus 3y go to the other side, x equal to 3y plus 10. X equal to 3y plus 10. I got this from 1. For substitution method, you have to select one equation, rearrange it, and write as either x equal to or y equal to 4. I got the value of x, which is 3y plus 10. Now I am going to substitute the value of x here, the other equation. What is x? X is 3y plus 10, correct? Now I am going to substitute the value of x here, the other equation. The second equation, x is what? X is what? 3y plus 10. X is 3y plus 10. Minus 7y is there. Minus 7y is there, and right side is minus 30. 3y minus 7y. Correct. 3y minus 7y is minus 4y. 3 minus 7 minus 4. Minus 4y plus 10 equal to minus 30. Let me write here. So what is minus 4y then? Minus 4y, what is that? This 10 go to the other side. This 10 go to the other side. Minus 4y will be minus 30 minus 10. Minus 30 minus 10. You can zoom, okay? If you are watching the class from your mobile, you can zoom it. Minus 4y is equal to, you have to make full screen, okay? You have to make full screen and you can zoom it. Minus 30 minus 10 will be minus 40. Correct. Minus 4y, okay? Minus cancelled. Minus cancelled. 4y equal to 10, 40. Or y equal to 40 by 4. 40 by 4 is 10. Y equal to 10, meaning that son's current age, present age is y, 10 years. And Jacob's age I want. We have a equation here. Look here. I want x. X is 3y plus 10, correct? So x is 3y plus 10. Y is 10. So 3 into 10 plus 10. 3 into 10 plus 10. 3 into 10 plus 10. 30 plus 10, 40. So I got the answer. So Jacob's, after that you may write it in words. Jacob's percentage 40, sons percentage, you can write the conclusion at the end, 10. All of you please listen. Please listen. Now there are certain conditions. For certain equations we will not be able to solve. Certain equations cannot be solved. Certain equations cannot be solved. Let us learn without any proof. Okay, without any proof, let us learn it. Some important results. Okay. Case 1. Suppose let us assume that it is given that we are given two equations. All of you please listen. We are given two equations. One is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. Actually this is the general form of this is the general form of linear equations in two variables. We studied in 9th standard. Linear equations in two variables x and y. This is the general form. But when we solve, we prefer the constant term in the right side. When we use the substitution or any other method, we prefer the constant term to be in the other side. But generally the linear equations in two variables will be like this. We are given two equations like this. Second one is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Just a minute. Okay, now listen. There are three cases. Let us learn without any proof, because proof is not required. That is why I don't want to spend time for proof. Case 1. If a1 by a2, I will give you example. After this I will give you example. a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. Ratio a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. Then the equation has, then the system of equations, then the equations have a unique solution. Unique means single solution. Unique means single value for x and y. Unique solution means x will have a single value and y will have a single value. For example, 2x plus 3y plus 9 equal to 0. 3x plus 7y minus 11 equal to 0. The question will be like this. How many equations, if we solve the two equations, how many value for x and y? The question will be like that. If we solve it, how many values for x and y? The question is not about solving. You need not solve it. The nature of solution is our question. Nature of solution means x has how many value and y has how many value. That is said to be nature of solution. So in this case we will find the ratio a1 by a2. The ratio is very simple. a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, let us check it. a1 by a2. Let me find it. a1 by a2. a1 by a2 is 2 by 3 here. What is b1 by b2 then? b1 by b2 is 3 by 7. 2 by 3 not equal to 3 by 7. Understood? You can see that 2 by 3 and 3 by 7, but they are different values. So I can say that a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. So I can say that x and y have single value. X will have some value, but it will be a single value. Similarly, y also has a single value. we can solve it. We are able to solve it. X and y will have a single value. Equation can be solvable. Clear? The equation can be solvable. So, okay, listen, I am going to discuss about the nature of solutions. I am going to discuss about the nature of solution. Nature of solution means if we solve it, how many value for x, how many value for y. That is said to be nature of solution. You are given two equations in this format. So there are three cases. Among the three cases, the first case is this: a1 by a2. a1 by a2 means the ratio of coefficients of x. Ratio of coefficient of x, which is a1 by a2, is not equal to b1 by b2. First ratio not equal to second ratio. Think like that. First ratio not equal to the second ratio. Then what I can say, thus given equations can be solved. The equations can be solved, and if we solve it, x will have a single value. For example, if x equal to 10 only, x is said to be x has a single value only, right? So if a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, what we can say? If we solve it, x will have a single solution and y will also has a single solution. So this is an example for that. Here I want to find the nature of the solution. In exam, the question will be like this. Two equations will be given to you and the question will be like this: explain the nature of solutions. Explain the nature of solution. If the question is like that, you need not solve it. You need not use any substitution method or anything. You need not solve it. The question is nature of solution. How many value for x, how many value for y, that's all. So in this case, you have to check the first ratio as well as the second ratio. The first ratio is 2 by 3, I mean a1 by a2. The first ratio, let me say this as the first ratio, this as the second ratio. So the first ratio is 2 by 3, the second ratio is 3 by 7. The first ratio and second ratio, they are different. It's very clear, 2 by 3 and 3 by 7, they have different value. So I can say that a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. First ratio not equal to the second ratio. So what is our conclusion? If we solve it, x will have a single solution and y will have a single solution. That much we can say. And if you want the exact values of x and y, you have to use substitution method or elimination method. We studied already. Okay. Now there are three cases. Okay. Now I am going to discuss case 2. Case 2. Let me say this as the first ratio, this as the second ratio, and this as the third ratio. Okay, let me say like that. Instead of saying a1 by a2, b1 by b2 every time, this is much convenient for me. The a1 by a2 is the first ratio, this is the second ratio, let it be the third ratio. Okay. Now case 2. Case 2 is a1 by a2, first ratio equal to second ratio is equal to third ratio. First ratio equal to second ratio equal to third ratio. What we can say? Then if then the system of equations, then the equations have infinite number of solutions. Infinite, I will explain, don't worry. Infinite number of solutions. Infinite number of solutions. For example, look here. One equation is x plus 2y plus 6 equal to 0. The second equation is 5x plus 10y plus 30 equal to 0. If you use substitution method and everything, you will not be able to find the value of x and y. If you use substitution method and everything, you have written all the steps, finally you will get an equation like this. You will not be able to find x and y. Instead of that, you will get an equation like 0 equal to 0. So what I am saying is, this system of equation has infinite number of solutions. This system of equation has infinite number of solutions. For example, I will tell you, x equal to 0 and y equal to minus 3 is one of the solution. X equal to 0 and y equal to minus 3 is one of the solution satisfying two equations. If you have any doubt, you just put x equal to 0 and y equal to minus 3 here. I don't want to spend time on that. If you put x equal to 0 and y equal to minus 3, you can see that both the equation satisfies. Meaning that x equal to 0 and y equal to minus 3 is one of the solution of the two equations. It has many other solutions. For example, x equal to 6 and y equal to 0 is another solution. Sorry, x equal to minus 6 and y equal to 0 is another solution. How will you check it? If you just put x equal to minus 6, I will not spend time on that. If you put x equal to minus 6 and y equal to 0, the first equation will be satisfied. If you put x equal to minus 6 here and y equal to 0 here, the second equation also satisfied. So what I am saying is, if you solve the pair of equations, there are plenty of solutions like this. We cannot even count it. There are infinite number of solutions. It can be solved, but it has many solutions. It has infinite number of solutions. So how will you verify that it has infinite number of solutions? You need not solve. I want only the nature of solution, whether it has a single solution or infinite number of solution. So you just take the ratio, the first ratio. X is considered as, x is 1x, right? Can I write x as 1x? Is there any issue? No problem. X is 1x. 1x is same as x. Let me check the ratio. What is the first ratio here? The first ratio is 1 by 5. The first ratio is 1 by 5. The second ratio is 2 by 10. What is the third ratio? Is there any mistake? 1 minute. 1 by 5, 2 by 10. No problem. Third ratio is 6 by 30. So if you get all the ratios are equal, first ratio equal to second ratio equal to third ratio. 2 by 10 is same as 1 by 5 if you reduce it. 6 by 30 is same as 1 by 5 if you reduce it. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. Hence, infinite number of solutions. Infinite number of solutions. The solving this type of equation is not there in our syllabus. Solving this type of equation is not there in our syllabus. The nature of the solution is there. The infinite number of solutions. So if in any question, if they are asking, explain the nature of solution, you need not solve it. If the question is about nature of solution, you need not solve it. Nature of solution means the solution single value or infinite value or no value, like that. So I hope you have understood. The solution, actual solution, I mean solving this type of equation is not there in our syllabus. Okay. Now case 3. I am going to discuss case 3. Case 3 is if the first ratio equal to second ratio, but it is not equal to third ratio. You have to memorize this. The first exercise is based on this type of question. Nature of solution. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. What we can say? Then the system of equations. The equations have no solution. We cannot solve it. No solution for that. For example, listen, I will give you example. 2x plus 3y plus 9 equal to 0. 4x plus 6y plus 8 equal to 0. I want to find the nature of solution. Can we solve it? If yes, how many solution? Like that, okay? No need to spend time on substitution method. Only the nature of solution is our question. So you have to find the ratio. The first ratio. What is the here? The case 3 is the first ratio same as the second ratio, but not equal to the third ratio. Let me see the three ratios. The first ratio is what? The first ratio is 2 by 4. Correct. The second ratio is 3 by 6. And the third ratio is 9 by 8. Equal. The first two ratios are equal. Why? If you reduce 2 by 4, you will get 1 by 2. If you reduce 3 by 6, again you will get 1 by 2. These two are equal. See, this is 1 by 2, this is also 1 by 2. But 9 by 8 is different, right? 9 by 8 is not 1 by 2. So the third one is different one. So first of all you write this step. After that you have to write the conclusion. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, but it is not equal to C1 by C2. No solution. There is no value for x and y satisfying both equations. There is no value for x and y satisfying this equation. No solution. So this is the case 3. So this type of equation cannot be solved. Okay. The term associated with this, I will write it as a note. No solution if the equations cannot be solved. No solutions, then equation is said to be inconsistent. Inconsistent means impossible. Inconsistent. The meaning of inconsistent is it is impossible to solve it. It is impossible. These equations will not occur together. These two equations will not occur together. It is impossible to solve. The meaning of the inconsistent means impossible. Okay. So no, in question they will use the question will be like that. Show that the following equation is inconsistent. The question may be like that. Show that the following equation is inconsistent. Inconsistent means impossible. No solution for that. Otherwise means what? Otherwise means a single solution or infinite solution. Otherwise means a single solution or infinite solution. If there is a single solution or infinite number of solution, the solution is there, right? Single solution or infinite solution, then we say that the equation is consistent. Consistent means minimum one of the solution is there, like that. Possible, like that. So please note that no solution, the name representing no solution is inconsistent. The equation is said to be inconsistent. Otherwise, understood. Otherwise consistent. So in questions they will use this term. That's why I'm explaining. The question will be like this. Remember, on comparing the ratios A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. Find out whether the following pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent. This type of question is very, very important, but you can easily score it. You can easily score it. So let me start with the first question. The steps are very, very important. This is not the standard form of linear equations in two variable. In 9th standard you studied, so you must write in the standard format, otherwise you will lose some mark. The standard form is like this, equal to 0. The right side must be 0. So let me take this 5 to the left side. Okay, let me take the 5 to the left side. Is that okay? So the first equation is 3x plus 2y minus 5 or plus minus 5. Is that okay? Let me write in the standard form. This 5 is taken to left side, becomes minus 5 or plus minus 5 equal to 0. First equation. The second equation is 2x minus 3y. I want the standard form. 2x minus 3y. Minus 3y is plus minus 3y. Is there any issue if I write like this? 2x minus 3y, right? This is 2x minus 3y. This 7 is taken to the left hand side. 7 is taken to the left hand side. Becomes minus 7 plus minus 7. This step is required. Never avoid this step. This step is needed. Now all the steps are required. The first ratio is denoted by a1 by a2. The first ratio, which is 3 by 2, correct? The first ratio is a1 by a2, which is 3 by 2. The second ratio is b1 by b2, which is 2 by minus 3, correct? 2 by minus 3. All the ratio you need to find out. They have mentioned c1 by c2 also. c1 by c2 is the third ratio. Minus 5 by minus 7. Correct. Then you may delete minus. Minus cancel. Correct. Minus cancel. Which condition satisfies? I will tell you. The first ratio, this is 1.5, correct? 3 by 2 is 1.5. What is this? This is minus of some number. The first ratio and second ratio are not equal. Clear? In this question, I can say that the first ratio positive, second ratio negative. Clearly, you can write that a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. Then I don't need to check c1 by c2, because the case 1 says that. Case 1 says that a1 by b2, a2 not equal to b1 by b2, unique single solution. In this case, we need not worry about c1 by c2 here. If a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, we can say the system of equation has a single solution. So unique solution, understood? X has a single value, y has a single value. Solvable, right? It has a solution. If no solution, inconsistent. If there is no solution, inconsistent. Otherwise, consistent. So the conclusion is this: the given equation is consistent, solvable. Okay. This is the second question. I am going to discuss which one? The second question. Let me write in the standard form. 2x. Okay, 2x. Minus 3y. Minus 3y is actually plus minus 3y. Why? I want ax plus by plus c. That is the general form. 2x minus 3y written. Then 8 should be taken to the left side. I want right side 0. So this 8 go to the left side, becomes minus 8. Minus 8, meaning that plus minus 8. First equation. The second one is 4x. It's very simple question actually. 4x minus 6y is plus minus 6y. Plus minus 6y. 9 taken to left side. Minus 9 plus minus 9 equal to 0. Now the two equations in the standard form. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. The ratio I want. The first ratio is a1 by a2, which is 2 by 4. You can reduce the ratio, okay? You can reduce the ratio. 2 by 4 reducing, you will get 1 by 2. If you have any doubt, you can ask after the solution, after finding the solution. Then the second ratio is b1 by b2. All the ratio let us find out. b1 by b2 is the second ratio, minus 3 by minus 6. Minus 3 divided by minus 6. Minus minus cancelled. Minus minus cancel. 3 by 6. 3 by 6 is 1 by 2, correct? Now c1 by c2 is the third ratio is minus 8 by minus 9. Minus 8 by minus 9. Only minus cancels. Only minus cancels. You can see that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. Is it correct? a1 by a2 and b1 by b2 are equal, but this 8 by 9 is not half. 1 by 2 is 0.5, but 8 by 9 is not 0.5. So a1 by a2 and b1 by b2 equal, but not equal to c1 by c2. No solutions. This is case 3. We studied that. Case 3, no solution. Inconsistent, not solvable. Understood? Inconsistent means not solvable.